Hello tribe, welcome back. So before we start this reading, I wanted to update you with a couple of things. If you'd like to hear, stick around. If not, skip to your pile. So as per your feedback on the last video I've done on this topic, a lot of you guys liked it. I understand some people have short attention span and sometimes you just need a straight to the point read, right? So that's what we're going to continue doing. I will be publishing readings like that once in a couple of weeks. I don't want to do this too often so you don't get attached to, outcome of a situation. Sometimes we just need to experience the journey and we don't need to know the answer. So I don't want this to become too addictive. Okay, that's why I'm going to keep it once in a couple of weeks. Now, one more thing. Because a lot of you guys like this quick read, I thought of opening once in 2 months or once a month. I'm not sure yet. I will see how it goes for quick mini readings. These will be 1 question readings. They will be from 5 to 10 minutes depending on your situation. $21.21. I really like that number. Comes up to 3, comes up to 6, and there will be limited number for those readings. So a lot of you guys have seen it. You've booked with me. I'm fully booked for this time. The delivery date is the 9th of May. You will receive links to your readings. And I just want to say, follow me on Insta. I think it's the best thing to do if you want to keep yourself updated whenever I open for this type of reading again, because sometimes YouTube hides creators' content and you might not see me post on community section about it, yada yada, right? So what else? I think that's all. So let's get to your reading. Pile number 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your intuition, not your eyes. We have no objects here today, and I'm gonna see you in timestamps. Ciao. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what we got. The outcome of the situation you are asking about. Let me take my selenite. Okay, cool. What do we have? Now, I'm gonna have to kind of keep this abstract because there's a lot of people, a lot of different questions and situations. The outcome of this situation, it seems to be that you will feel that you have achieved what you were looking for financially or stability-wise. There is something to do with you feeling safe in the material realm, but at the same time, that doesn't seem to make you happy. There is something missing. See, if you look at this card, she's outside, it's snowing. She's sitting on her throne. This is the Queen of Pentacles, but it feels like there is something lacking. It's like her heart is not fulfilled completely. She's like, I kind of feel cold here, even though I have Pentacles and this fire. It feels like I'm alone or there is something missing. Like my soul is hungry for something else, for something deeper. Okay, let's pull more cards. Let's see what up. Which deck are we using, you all? I feel like Super Lunaris. I feel like experiencing the outcome of the situation will set someone on a bit of a different path, or will show someone what they actually need versus what they thought they needed. That is the vibe of this pile. The outcome of this situation. I'm hearing I need more than this. I need something deeper. I need something that can feed my soul. Up. Too many. Let's take these back. Okay, let's see. We have the Chariot, the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, definitely. It's a very mixed energy here, pile number 1, where you feel like you want to break free from something. You feel like the outcome of this situation is supposed to bring you peace and comfort and tranquility and freedom. And something about the situation makes you feel like, I want to switch it around. Whatever you're thinking about now, whatever decision you think you need to make, I feel like you're going to change the way you go about it slightly. There is some sort of ending connected to the outcome of this situation, where that leads to more rest and reflection and some time off or retreat. Someone has to retreat here. Someone will have to give themselves more time to contemplate on what is next, what they want, and what they're truly seeking for. Let's see. Yeah, and whatever this is, it feels like you want to feel accomplished on your own in something that keeps you interested, something that you're passionate about, something that drives you. White Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands. So look, what's happening here, that ending or abrupt, I even want to say ending, that you may not expect, the change to a plan even, is going to set you off on a path where you feel like, okay, that was cleared out of my path. Now I feel like I can step into motivation, exploration, and my own fire. Where here, if you look at this queen, the fire is next to her. And here after the Ten of Swords, she's the fire because she's the Queen of Wands. So it's like you're implementing something in your system that helps you be more, I want to say, spontaneous, free. And there is a slight hint to entrepreneurship here. If that was a career reading, I'd say someone is working in a job that doesn't feed their soul, but feeds them, right? They can't put food on a table. And they're like, damn, I'm not fulfilled there for a long time now. I don't know what to do. And they start seeking for what it is that makes their soul happy, what drives them. So they decide to end this chapter or this career, and they step into the Queen of Wands. I'm going to explore my fire. I'm going to explore what else is out there for me. I'm going to give myself time to reflect and see what is the next step I'm taking. If needed, I will take holiday in between to kind of restart myself so I can see more clearly. And I may think about starting something that makes me feel independent, maybe my own business, maybe seeking for a career that makes me feel more free, where maybe my schedule is different. So that would be an example of a career reading here. So if you're asking about something else, can I try and translate it and see how that suits your situation? But overall, there is something with the Eight of Swords here that's keeping this person in one place, that's not really helping them anymore, that's not making them grow anymore, and they will decide to change things around. You have free will. You may want to stay in this place for longer, especially, for example, if you are saving money and you're like, okay, this doesn't fulfill me, but I have bills to pay, I need to stay there a bit longer so that whenever I feel like I want to go, I am ready and I have a foundation, right? But either way, the outcome of the situation is feeling like freedom, independence, and I want to say you're not as tense or not as stressed anymore. So hopefully this was useful, pile number 1. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. Until next time, my tribe. Hello, pile 2 people. Let's see the outcome of your situation. You've got the Queen of Wands, and we're also going to be using the Super Lunaris deck. Okay, I like this pile quite a lot because it seems like the outcome of a situation is as if you have predicted this for yourself. It's gonna be exactly how you wanted the outcome to be. It's gonna be beneficial for you. You're going to feel inspired, you're going to feel passionate. You are also taking notes. There is something to do with manifestation here. Something that I wished for, I made it happen. And I'm also hearing, I am glad that I wasn't swayed. I did not allow myself to be swayed. I knew exactly what I needed personally, regardless of maybe opinions of others or how others thought I should act. Whatever this is, it feels like the energy of it is very free, wants to explore, and is not tied down easily. If the Queen of Wands is about to settle for something, it means that it's matching her energy. It's also something that inspires, gives equal amount of energy or resources back, and doesn't feel like it's suffocating or smothering her. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So you're gonna have to translate this because so many people, so many questions and situations. Okay, the outcome of this. Yeah, I feel like you already know the outcome of the situation. You already know about this. You might have predicted this for yourself or someone did that for you. Some of you already saw the outcome of a situation in your dream. You received messages from your wise ones. Do you remember how I talked about smothering? Here it is. Okay, here it is. Whatever this is, it seems like this Queen of Wands is taking notes about what feels like it's choking her. Choking her spiritually, right? Like, ooh, it's heavy on my soul. She's taking notes and she's acting accordingly. She's like, okay, do I want to keep this or do I want to set this free? Number 4 is quite important here too. Yeah, she's ending it. I'm clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. She's letting go of that pentacle that feels that it's suffocating her. And she already knew about this. Before coming into this situation, she already knew about this. This is a very intuitive pile and it feels like you don't really need this reading. You already know about that. You know exactly what this is. You know exactly what you need to do. And you know exactly how this outcome will be. Detachment. The outcome of the situation connects to detachment, but in a balanced way. Not, because sometimes people are so detached that it's unhealthy. This is not the case though. Okay, look, another intuitive card, the Queen of Cups. What you wished for is happening, pile number 2, when it comes to the outcome of the situation. So remember what intentions you were setting for yourself, what intentions you wrote about, even because I'm seeing diary. What you've spoken about to your ancestors because you were heard. You were heard, pile number. Yeah. That's you thinking about all the options, thinking about what choice you're about to make. But this, next to the Queen of Cups in this deck, it's more so, okay, I'm working, some of you are working in quantum field, I'm seeing here. You did quite deep work here. You made a choice what you want to happen, and it's happening. But there is one more thing. In order for you to be successful in this outcome, you're gonna have to let go of that chain, that pentacle that is choking you. Something that's, I'm seeing like, you know, dragging a stone. You're gonna cut off the rope. Yeah. It might not be easy, but I feel like you got this. Something may also happen. The most important thing in this reading is this side, because I feel like some of you are not aware of this or you don't want to see it just yet. What that pentacle is for you here that you are carrying on your neck and it's actually weighting you down. It may not be all rainbows and unicorns when detaching from this, but you got this, and this is very needed for you in order to get what you want in this outcome, okay? So if you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon and Tribe. Thank you for being here. Until next time. Hello, pile 3 people. Let's see the outcome of your situation. Death. Okay, great. Let's talk about this. The outcome of your situation, pile number 3. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. The Tower. Let's clarify the Tower. I feel like I want to clarify it with the Triple Goddess Tarot. You know what song rang in my ears? It's by band. It's a very old song. Mad at Gravity. And it's called Walk Away. I believe. Let me just double check so I'm not messing with you. Yeah. Mad at Gravity, Walk Away. And you know why this song rang in my head? Let me find the lyrics. I'll tell you which part. Here it says, and I searched your eyes for an answer and shuddered at what I found there, as my skin shrank away from conclusion that you lack the strength to care. There is something happening here along the lines of, I thought it's gonna go that way. I had a lot of expectations. I feel like it's connected to a person. But then I shuddered at what I found there. Something unexpected happened and I go, oh damn, I did not see this coming. And that changes the course of... So, okay. How do you explain this? It changes someone's mind completely. It changes someone's focus point. Where they invest their energy in. There's the massive transition happening here. It may feel like, fuck, it's unexpected. I did not expect this. For some of you, there will be changes, but this is big because we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost like it's meant to be. The Tower is meant to strike in order for someone to get the fuck up. Wake up. It's a wake-up call here. Because in darkness, we find answers that we need. By the way, you are protected here on this path. It may not feel like it when the Tower strikes, but that is a protection. Make sense? Honey, we're not doing this. We're not going that way. That's not the right person, not the right job, whatever. You're gonna see. It's gonna be like, you can't miss it. You can't miss your turn. Because the other path that you have, as if I'm seeing there's gonna be shitloads of stones falling from the sky blocking that path. It's gonna be physically impossible to walk that path. And that's where protection lies. Those stones are protection. It may suck at first, but you go, after some time you go, fuck, I'm grateful. If not that, I would have been in a mess. Whatever this is, it may also change something about the environment that you live in, or your plans about a home or a house, or for some of you, even a marriage. You may think you know what's gonna happen to change the course of this, how that protection will play its role in your life, but I feel like for a lot of you have no clue. You're still not aware of this. Just flow with it. You will be shown the answer. This is saying you will be shown the answer very, very clearly. The outcome of this situation. This is a learning game. Yeah, you're upgrading spiritually. A wake-up call. Here you go. Yeah, you will be shown what you didn't see before with the Seven of Swords. Whatever was hidden from you, it comes to the surface. It comes to the surface. Ten of Wands is here and the Three of Pentacles is here. Something might have been heavy about one particular connection or partnership. And that heaviness is something for you to pay attention to. Why? Is this partnership collaboration heavy because you just hit a rough patch? Or it's something that you've always been carrying energetically, physically, emotionally? Yeah, just flow with it. Be the High Priestess, okay? Your cards are saying, sit with yourself, tune into your power, spend some time maybe on your own whenever you need to. And all answers will be provided here for you. But remember that whatever the outcome is, it's taking you to higher energy levels after the Tower is done striking. It's a bittersweet energy here. I'm seeing thankfulness. You know, I'm gonna give you an example. I think it's gonna be a bit easier, but I'm gonna be very specific, so you're gonna have to translate this for yourself. Say you meet a person and you're like, oof, I really want to get to know them. I really want to see what they're about. I'm really passionate about this connection. Would it be, friendship? Would it be romantic partnerships? Doesn't matter. And maybe I'm thinking about, becoming closer with them with the Four of Wands, or maybe seeing them somewhere, more in a more intimate setting, or maybe I'm thinking about moving, or I'm thinking about going and visiting them. And then the Tower strikes and you go, shit, everything is, tits up now. Why did this happen? And you may feel angry at first. You're like, shit, that's not something that I expected. And after the Tower, we start leveling up here. We start seeing signs and things we didn't see about this person just yet. There is something to the situation. Say you saw this person from one side, but you haven't seen their other side. And that other side is what they are. And that other side is being shown to you here, and you go, fuck. Okay? And you go, this is kind of heavy. I don't really want this. I want a very equal partnership. But it feels like one of us is carrying way too much. It's carrying both of us. And it should be more equal. And you go, okay, let me focus a little bit on my own self. Let me see what I need to do. Let me retreat a bit. Let me not say too much. Oof, and that goes with the song. Wait, let me look at those lyrics. Walk away and I stare. Would you stand me up again? I wonder if I said too much and we'll never speak again. But it's not that someone said too much here. I feel like this, or whatever this is, it didn't have solid foundation to start with. That's why the Tower hit with a Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is saying, honey, you deserve much better at this moment. So tune into your priestess. And that's what you're doing. And that's where this protection lies. It's quite spiritual. This protection comes from higher realms, okay? Yeah, otherwise you would have felt like I'm on my own, it's cold here, I really don't like this. And that, when I showed you, pointed out this cat over here, we have two different decks. And I said, you have protection, because it felt like a spirit for me. Here, if you didn't have that tower striking, kind of fucking things up a bit, that cat would be observing you going through a really difficult time. Much more difficult than when a tower strikes. Because it feels like when a tower strikes, it's a bit of a wake-up call. It's not going to be an extensive tower moment. It's not going to take too long for someone to get back up on their feet and to understand why it had to strike in the first place. Okay? And you are taking notes about the situation. You are, this is an experience that will be needed for you in order to progress. Afterwards, this is done and over with, you're taking notes and you're like, okay, got this. I'm not doing this again. Or I will be more observant. Or I will see what actions they take versus what they say they're gonna do. Make sense? So I hope this was beneficial. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. Tribe, thanks for being here. Until next time. Hello Tribe, pile number 4. Let's see what's up. And I'm gonna be using Supernari's deck. Alright. Outcome of the situation. Feels like you are leaving a bad place. A place where it doesn't feel like it's giving you security, protection. You don't feel safe in it anymore. And therefore you decided to wander off. And I want to say the outcome will be pretty quick. Something happens pretty quickly here. Something happens pretty quickly. Because whatever this was for you, it was draining you big time. And you're deciding that you had enough. Yeah, time for change, baby. That. Who I was before, prior to this, and who I'm becoming because of the situation that I'm encountering, because of how this outcome is, this is completely changing. I'm seeing my opinion on something and my expectations moving forward. I'm newly reborn. It wasn't fun and games, but that's what I needed in order to have a rebirth. Yeah, it wasn't fun and games. I told you, 5 of Cups. I had to sit with myself and be very honest with myself why I had to encounter this situation. For some of you, this is connected to your heritage, maybe family members. The outcome of this situation. Damn, you're carrying too heavy, man. These two cards, one next to another, is heavy freaking weight, man. You deserve better. You deserve better. The outcome of the situation, if you didn't make any changes, it would just burden you more and more and more. It would become heavier and heavier and heavier. So first of all, say, if we have emotional burdens, we become stressed, we feel like we cannot relax anymore, we are on guard constantly, or we feel a bit even paranoid, it then can turn to physical illness. So always keep it in mind. If you're extensively allowing something to happen that feels like it's not fair for you, or it feels like you're doing everything on your own and there is no help or no security, no safety for you in your surroundings, it works first of all against you mentally, emotionally, then physically. So this pile number 4, it's a bit like a warning. It's saying not to freak you out, but if that's your pile, you know exactly what I'm trying to say here, right? You're like, fuck, I know. I know. So I'm gonna have to change things around here. I'm gonna have to focus a bit more on self-care. I'm gonna have to acknowledge what those wands are that I'm carrying. I'm gonna have to acknowledge why I wanted to get a fuck out of that house so quickly that I even dropped my belongings on the way. I'm out of here, I'm into the forest, I don't care. Okay? Okay, the outcome of this situation. The outcome of this situation. There is sadness to this, but I think it's only because someone is like, oh, if I spend so much time on this, or I invested so much energy and time and I'm not receiving something back, or I gave too much, so I cannot be angry on someone who didn't give back because I kept giving. I'm angry on myself, right? So we have the star here. Let's see. We have 7 of Wands. It's saying protect your dreams. Commit to your wishes and your dreams a bit more. Commit to yourself. There's going to be a day of judgment here, and it will be needed very much. So there is an energetic shift that is happening. Yes, it may not be rainbows and unicorns at first, but that's how we get a wake-up call, right? That wake-up call could be connected to a relationship, a job, or even a habit that is not beneficial anymore. I'm done and over with this. Yes, nice. Stepping into the 3 of Cups. It seems like you're going to be quite happy after this is over and done with. You have the Judgment and you have 3 of Cups. You'll want to celebrate something. These girls seem very free to me, and it's a very opposite energy from what we started with. So it seems like here, the burden, the heaviness is ending because it's a 10. Then we upgrade spiritually. We start focusing on valuing our goals and dreams a bit more. And at the end of the day, we're happy that we did what we did here. That we had this transformation moment. Because I feel like some of you might have resisted this for a long time. You're like, don't want this anymore. Don't want this just yet. Don't want this just yet. And the time has come. And you go, okay, I need to cut something off here. I need to take action finally. And if this, whatever this burden and heaviness is, once it's dealt with, it seems like your circle of loved ones may expand but someone has some sort of issues when it comes to either addictions or bad habits that keeps pulling them back to the same thing. So be wary of that. Your cards are asking, yeah, split the deck, look. The devil is here, right? Your cards are asking to cut something off here big time. Okay, we're not doing this anymore. Maybe you have a tie with someone here and you don't want to acknowledge that there is a tie. You're like, okay, yeah, this is not good for me, but I'm gonna kind of stick around. No, Judgment Day is arriving here. That's what you deserve. But in order to get that, you gotta do that. And it feels like once this is done, even your finances may slightly improve. Seems like whatever this blockage and or heaviness is, it also impacts someone's stability, someone's finances, or dream or goal. And once we cut it off, ooh, this is karmic. Okay, once we cut it off, the balance is restored. Okay? We understand why we were so anxious about something. We allow ourselves to feel the feels. And we're ready to explore what else is out there and to learn. We're stepping into a playful mode a bit more, which I think for some of you haven't had that for some time. You didn't allow yourself to maybe even dream about some big things or bigger things because something was repressing you. And whatever that repression is, we gotta pay attention to that, okay? And start saying no to it. So hopefully this made sense. If you need extra content, I'll see you on Patreon. Tribe, thanks for being here. Until next time.